What's going on, everyone? Excuse me. This is your host of Started From the Bottom TV, coming at you with another live Call of Duty commentary. Compliments of yours truly. For starters, I want to apologize for the lack of video footage. I was, number one, really busy. For two, I actually went to ASIN like quite a few Saturdays ago. Very fun. Very fun. Loved every waking moment of it. Wish that I could have gone all 3 days, but once I get myself together, I'm pretty sure I'll be getting a hotel with my friends, and that'll be that. Also, I was actually sick this past couple weeks. Couldn't tell you what was wrong with me. Felt like a bronchial infection. I'm getting over it now. I want to say I'm cured. So if I sound a little groggy, it's because I actually just woke up today. Or rather, I just woke up from a nap. So this video is gonna be really long-winded, and I'm gonna tell you why. First things first, I shouldn't have to explain much. There's been tragedy after tragedy after tragedy this past couple weeks. Things such as the I want to say the college athletic swimmer that simply just got a fucking slap on the wrist for raping this girl for 20 minutes, unconscious. White privilege. Anyway, then we had the Orlando nightclub Pulse shooting, where 50 people were murdered, and I want to say a bunch of them are hospitalized. Not to mention, we've had the great one Muhammad Ali pass on, and not to mention Kimbo Slice. So it's been a lot. What I wanted to touch base on was the Pulse shooting. Not so much the Pulse shooting, more along the lines of the aftermath. And I might rage. I'm not gonna lie, cause people are stupid. Let's kick this off here. First things first, I shouldn't have to tell you what happened at the Pulse shooting, cause it's been all over the news. There's been videos, there've been talks about it all over the internet, all in the news, etc. So you should know what I'm talking about. Basically, the whole entire aftermath of this whole shooting, I have seen the most ridiculous, plain old stupid, retarded things people have typed, have said out of their mouths, etc., so on and so forth. First of all, before I get into my rant, I just want to say that I am disappointed in everybody for the lack of unity that no one is showing right now. Okay? The reason excuse me. You might hear that a lot. The reason why I say this is because every single time there is a tragedy that strikes our country of the United States of America, we refuse to band together. Regardless of religious beliefs, regardless of sexual preference, regardless of beliefs, lack thereof. The list continues until it is almost a 9-yard football field. And I, for the life of me, cannot figure out why. People, regardless of whether you're a Christian, whether you just love the Lord, or you or believe in Him, or lack thereof, whether you are black, white, Hispanic, Asian, excuse me, Asian, European, none of that matters. When 50 people, 50 innocent people are gunned down relentlessly in cold fucking blood, there should not be any type of societal divide. There should not be any side. There should not be a side that thinks this is what happened and this is what not. That's what happened. Pitting against each other. There needs to be love for one another. There needs to be appreciation for human life. There needs to be. Excuse me. There needs to be love in one's hearts, ladies and gentlemen. There needs to be people coming together. And prime example, when I heard that people were donating blood for those that were caught in that relentless hellstorm of gunfire, it warmed my heart a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Another win for the Accord. RTB.
The 54.
It actually gave me faith that people, there are people on this, excuse me, there are people on this planet who have a heart and have common sense, more importantly. But when I log on to my Facebook account and I see nothing but conspiracy theories, people out here claiming, people out here saying that there was one person that actually said this. There was one guy that and I know this guy, unfortunately. There was one guy that said that this whole entire shooting, and not just this shooting, but Sandy Hook and any other tragedy, like almost any other tragedy similar to this, was a hoax plotted by the government and all this other bullshit. Let me tell you something. Stuff like that is tasteless. If I hear anybody say something like that, they are nothing but a subhuman and a waste of semen. That right there is tasteless. It's immoral. It shows that you have no couth, no tact whatsoever, and really it just means that you don't know how to open your freaking mouth when it comes to a tragedy. People like that get on my nerves. And it ain't about whether, and this is what kills me. No matter how you spin it, no matter how you flip it, no matter how many theories you claim you may have, no matter how many inside sources you may have on the scene, I doubt it. No matter how you spin that bad boy, one factor remains. You know what that is? That 50 fucking people, regardless of whether they were gay, straight, believed in God, didn't believe in God, whatever, 50 people died. They're gone. They're not here anymore. They are gone. Never to return. There are people that have said that. There are people that have said, well, praying ain't gonna do anything. We need to think of a better action. Okay, you know, let me just stop you right there. Because there are people that actually have ways, princess, to cope with stuff like this. Some people pray, some people vent like I am right now. Some people actually find solace in prayer. I happen to be one of those people. And when it comes down to stuff like this, we shouldn't just be praying for Orlando, we should be praying for the world. But people instead want to bring up old stuff like, well, y'all didn't pray for this one, or that, y'all didn't pray for that event, y'all didn't pray for Susie, Mary, and Johnny over across the street. It doesn't matter. When you pray to the Lord about stuff like this, and yes, I'm preaching a little bit, excuse me, I'm sorry. But this is just my personal thought, my personal opinion, and this really is, like, I feel our only option. When you pray to the Lord for something, and you ask Him, for something like this, and you ask, and at times like these, what should we do? Don't think that it falls on deaf ears, because it doesn't. And I'm gonna end that with saying that we are on the end of times, and I'm gonna get right back to what I was previously saying. But when you got people that say stuff like that, you don't need to be around people like that. I don't care if you think it's true or if it's fake. Regardless of the fact of the matter is, there are people that are dead. And you instead of saying my condolences or saying something respectful to those that died, regardless of if they knew you, if you knew them or not, if they paid your bills, it's a little something called respect. And you'd know that if you weren't so flippin' ignorant half the doggone time. And that goes to the majority of you people. Every single time something bad like this jumps off, instead of banding together and saying my condolences and moving forward and trying to live for those people, we're at each other's throats. And then we wonder why the terrorists always win. You can't get ahead. We cannot get ahead like this, people. We cannot.
The world is watching. Show them the win.
We have to unite,
Friendly UAV inbound.
or else this whole war thing will continue. Because right now, guess what they're doing? They're dividing us. All of us. In the little tiny factions. We got the quote-unquote enlightened woke niggas, and then we got the staunch Christian Bible thumpers. Then we got the atheists who basically are proving a point that the staunch Christian Bible thumpers are not cheerful at all. And then we got the actual good-hearted people that are trying to make a difference in this world. People with common sense, people that have a brain in their skulls, who were born with a brain in their skulls. Every walk of life is divided into factions right now. And that is a huge division. And until we unite, until we stand together, and because they say, that prayer doesn't work. How do you know? How do you know? And this is what kills me. When people just discard prayer as an option. What could it hurt? What could it hurt, guys? I'm not forcing religion down your throat. I'm just leaving it up there on the table as an option. Because right now, at the rate that we're going, we ain't got much options left, y'all. Time's ticking. Clock's a-wasting. That's all I've got to say, man. We have to do better. And it's like, if you say prayer doesn't work, what are you going to do? How are you going to do it? These things I want you to take into consideration and let them soak in your brain for a couple days. And if you can't come up with anything other than, if you can't come up with anything based on the stuff that I've told you, stuff that I've just harped and vented on, there ain't no hope. We ain't gonna never come together. Hope you enjoyed these gameplays. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.